somebody wanted me to comment on Waves, and I think I did a story on them before, but I'll do it again. Maybe I'm covering new territory. But Waves, I was involved with that company from day one. When I was selling Pro Tools, and they came out with a TDM system, they came out with the Q10, I think it was the 10 band EQ. And they were one of the first companies that come up with a TDM plugin. DigiDesign had this thing called the TEDverb, which wasn't released, but it was their first reverb plugin that they had. I think it turned into Deverb later on. But Waves, they were the first ones to come out with some TDM plugins, and then they just kept on coming out with more and more. And when I was working for DigiDesign, and I was the rep and doing the seminars, it occurred to me that it would be great if I had other people doing the seminars with me. And I had Eric Klein, who worked for Waves at that time. He would come with me and show off the Wave plugins. And I remember, because the person was asking me about the L1 and if that was a turning point. I mean, for me, it seems like I couldn't put my finger on what was a turning point for Waves, but they were cranking out plugins, pretty quickly, and improving on them all the time. And the one thing they did that I thought was very interesting, they came out with a what would be equivalent to Universal Audio's UAD, like an external FireWire device. I don't know if theirs was FireWire or not, but it was an external box. You plugged it into your Pro Tools, and all the processing was done on that box. The only thing about that box is it was so loud. And this, you got to remember, this is when we were using SCSI drives, and the computers weren't quiet at all, and the SCSI drives were making a ton of noise. And this thing was louder than all of them. And it made everybody crazy. I think I got one in and I couldn't take it. And they actually discontinued the whole thing, but they were way before UAD, had their system, and other people were doing their processing offline, kind of not on the TDM platform. So that was, there's some very forward thinking in that company. And they've kind of evolved into this huge company. But I think the one, I would say, the turning point for me for Waves is when they start doing sales of $10 plugins and $30 plugins and $50 plugins. And as a dealer, I couldn't make any money from that. And I was a Waves dealer, and I have their Mercury bundle, and I have all their stuff that I use all the time. But when they start discounting their plugins and doing that, it really sucked out the value of the plugins, because people would just wait until a sale came up. And even if I did it as a dealer, made the deal go through, I'm making $5, or it's just not worth my time. So I slowly just backed off of the line and let them sell the way they want to sell. And I don't even know if they have dealers anymore, if it's all direct. But this person wanted to know what was my what did I think about the Waves and the turning points, and those were it. I mean, when they start discounting, but you're going to see that a lot with a lot of the plugins. They're all going to start selling cheaper and cheaper because the market is just saturated. So there you go. There's my Wave story.